Feel like that shit, feel like that shit, feel like that shit, feel like that shit. Go, go. Feel like that shit, go. Feel like that shit, feel like that shit, feel like that shit, feel like that shit. Go. Feel like that shit, go. Like that shit, feel like shit, feel like shit, feel like that shit.
Damn, I think we're live here. I need to make sure my camera's on. Give me 1 minute. Give me what? 1 minute? What? Wait a minute. Yeah. Let me make sure I got both of the cameras. Yeah, I'm live here. All right, cool. I'm live right here. This is gonna be an interesting segment. My lady friend, she said, we should have a conversation on stream. She's not gonna be on stream, but I'll be on stream. She'll be on the stream on the phone line, right? How about that? We're trying something new here. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna give her a call. We're gonna talk about some of the topics of the day. Matter of fact, let me get this screen right just so I can prepare for the call here. Here we go. And we're gonna move this over a little bit right here. And what else are we gonna do? Yeah. All right, let me get on this call right here. All right. Yeah, I want you guys to give some honest feedback. You tell me what you think about this. Yeah, something different. All right. We're gonna talk a little topics of the day. Let's get started. I'm show you how to talk to a liberal, by the way.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
Oh shit, the service is messed up. I'm gonna have to hang up and call you right back. Mm.
Uh,
Mm. Damn, that sounds terrible right there. Let me disconnect my Bluetooth and get into it. I think it's gonna be interesting. The lady friend I'm gonna be talking to, she's very liberal. A Kamala voter. A Kamala voter. Let's see. Now let's try it again. Oh, this sounds much better. This sounds much better right here. Hello?
yeah.
Yeah, man, your voice still sounds bad though, but I can hear you. Let me do a
Is this
testing.
better?
Say that again.
Is this better?
Oh yeah, it is, but that's much better. That's much
But
better.
I had the phone down a little bit. Sorry.
Say what? Yeah, do what?
I had the phone down a little bit.
Is that right?
I'm always multitasking. So
I know.
uh,
That's right. That's right.
and I don't use the headphones or earplugs or whatever it is that you use.
I know. So I know you
You,
want to one up me on this Jay-Z thing, huh?
so it's not about one upping you. It's about the fact. It's about fact, right? And it's about logic. And I,
uh-huh.
I was looking. I was
Mm,
looking online today, an article. It was talking about the interview the girl did on NBC, I think it was,
mm-hmm.
and then it mentioned that her dad said because in her allegation she said that she called her dad to come pick her up after the party,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Part. And
Mm-hmm.
so he said that, and apparently based on their address at the time, it was a 5-hour drive,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't remember picking her up.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's something you don't forget. Like 5 hours. That's a
Okay.
good amount. It takes me 4 hours to drive to my parents' house.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
And,
Hey, yeah, fair enough.
and when it takes me an extra hour going there, I usually remember the times that it took me an extra hour. So to go pick someone up in the middle of the night, because I'm assuming, I mean, it was after the MTV awards, so the party was late. It was late at night. It's for him to drive 5 hours. You don't forget that. I'm sorry.
Did I tell you about the girl that I showed up at the house at Upsall today? Did I tell you about her?
Mm-mm. No.
Well, I told you about the baby, right? I did tell you about the baby, right? I did tell you about the baby, correct? Right?
Baby. No, there was a baby at the house.
I forgot to tell you about that shit. So
No, I talked to you today. No, tell me anything about a
man,
baby.
it'd be so many.
Because
It'd be so many.
I love baby. How could you not tell me I love baby? Like,
that's right, because you like that little Negro. Remember the little Negro that had the three babies? You like the Negro that
room, and I was like, oh, I want those kids. They were so cute.
the Negro that had the three babies. Yeah.
Yes.
The Negro
You
that
took a picture
right, yeah.
and send the
Yeah, the
so
Negro.
I want all of them.
The Negro with all
He
three,
should've offered-
all the
He
babies.
should have offered them up. He should have said, hey, I can give you the kids for free.
$500.
free places.
Yeah, $500. Be selling. Nowadays, them children probably be worth a lot of money. All this trafficking.
Well, I wouldn't have trafficked them. They would have grew up in a house of love, would have gone to church, and they would have gone to gym class and all the swimming class.
All the welfare babies.
No. They would love Christmas and everything. On to school. But no, you didn't tell me about, and I'm surprised you didn't tell me about
so all right, so you know what, so you can look the nigga name. I think his name is Marcus. You can look him up in the reservations, right? And so the nigga, so one day I'm over there cleaning up.
The Marcus that frequents, or is it Marcus or is that Marquise? Maybe that's Marquise.
So the motherfucking nigga, I show up and the nigga got. Wait, let me knock on it first. So I knock on the door, right? And the nigga opened the door, and his lady was half naked. I swear to you. I ain't even tell you. I forgot to tell you. I thought I told you this shit, right?
I don't even see the reservation, but there was a Marcus that stayed at 3519.
Yeah. I don't see all the addresses. I got you. All right. But so the nigga opens up the door and the lady t-shirt and her panties. I mean, no t-shirt. It just panties and a bra, right? And a big old belly coming out, right? And remember I told you when they were complaining about the mice and shit? Remember I told you they were complaining about the mice and shit? Remember? And then I showed you the Subway bag that the nigga and them niggas had bags and shit all left all over the floor. Remember that shit?
Other tenant. You told me about someone else that complained about mice.
Right. So
I mean, it was a problem.
So I go back today and the niggers was there by herself, right? And so I knock on the door to tell her because I go over there to get my money. I said, look, nigga owe me $100 for that baby, right?
What?
And
What? Okay.
Say what?
What?
Say what? What do you mean?
Why was it owed for the why are you saying money $100 owed for the baby?
Cause I read a little contest on the stream. I was like, you know what? We're gonna see how much y'all charge this nigga for sneaking a baby into the house, right? And so the people on his stream were like, hey, charge him $100. I said, all right, $100, right? And so I told him to pay it, and I never. Let me see if I got that fucking $100.
Can I say something about that though?
Yeah.
Because if I took a baby and sometimes your definition of baby is different than my definition.
That motherfucker was in a crib, a little bitty, like brand new baby, right? Brand new baby.
Well, it could be a situation. But sometimes when you have a child that young, they're not really accountable.
They're not really.
They're not. So like, if you go stay in a hotel with
they not
that young,
counting.
like you may not have to count. You can fly on an airplane and on your lap. You don't have to pay for an extra ticket. So they may be thinking like, oh, this baby is little, so I don't have to actually put it.
Well, why they put one for a baby on the reservation and see if the price go up? Mm-hmm.
Is there a separate? Is there a separate? I don't know if there's a separate line item for that.
Yeah, it is. It is. I could pull it up for you. I could show it to you. Yeah, it is.
I'm actually gonna look too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want you to look it up. Now, the people in the audience probably want to know, you voted for Kamala, correct?
I'm not telling you who I voted for.
Well, you voted for Obama twice, correct?
I'm not telling you who I voted for.
But you come. Let's just be honest. Now, you voted for Obama, right? You voted for Obama, right? Negro Magic, right? You voted for Negro Magic. That's fine, right? Negro Magic.
Oh, it's all about change. It's all about change.
Hope it change. Hey, you voted for Biden too, right?
I don't think you've ever asked me who I voted for. You probably always
you're right. I just assume you voted for. Hey, are you looking at the stream? I want you to look at this stream and look at that. You remember I was talking? Oh, damn. So I was talking about the big fat woman. Damn, you got me all confused. I was talking about the big fat woman at Upsall, right? Remember I was talking about her, right?
Say does infants under 2? Okay, I didn't think infants under 2 was on here. So I stand corrected.
So I go to the door and she shows up half naked, right? Right. Now her man, she said my man ain't here. I forgot to tell you this. But this is the second time she did that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You got women in front of you half naked.
Say what?
Especially if you had some women in front of you half naked. I want to know that.
Anyway, so she showed her half naked. Half naked. It happens all the time. So anyway, the lady shows her half naked at the door, and so I ain't even saying that. I'm just looking past her. I mean, she's just fucking, just so fat, just disgusting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, oh man, like, hey, where your man at? That nigga, where my nigga with my hunlaw? She said, baby gone. I said, damn, we got rid of the baby. Back to grandma. I said, well, ain't this about a bitch? Hey, then they talk about the baby like it was a sack of potatoes, right? And so as I'm leaving out the house, the other guy that's in room 1, who's next to her, heard me leaving. And he come out, and she done went back in her room at this point. He come out, and he's speaking to me, asking me for like some receipts. You know how they want to get driver's license and all that kind of shit, illegal immigrant motherfucker, right?
Mm-hmm. Wait, what? No, I'm not. What are you talking about? I know how they want to drive illegal.
Right, you know the illegals driving. You know the illegals driving. They drive illegal. You know that shit, right? But anyway, so
I don't know who drives illegal, but
the guy in room number 1 comes out to ask me for a receipt. You know, he hears me in the house. She prances her naked ass out of her room again. And I mean, she just walking so slow. Did she mumble something when she walked in the bathroom? She shouldn't have done that in front of that man. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
I agree.
On the stream, a lot of times, there's a guy that comes up, and I don't know if you heard of his name is Hood Servitor. And he talks a lot about, like, you know, not a lot, but he talks about how he had to smack a couple women. And, you know, that guy that was in Upsall, basically in the same room with this woman, he had to smack that woman. Remember that? We ain't have to, but he smacked her, right?
Georgetown, that one?
Georgetown nigga, yeah.
George? Okay.
And I think that when you deal with those ghetto type of people, you probably have to use a little bit of violence. Would you say that's fair?
No, I would not say that's fair.
All right.
You know I'm not going to agree to violence.
I mean, I understand. I got you.
You know,
say what?
So that's what you think. Hey, so if I started talking a little rough, or you think you'd have a little violence with me?
But you're not going to do that. You don't do that.
But let's say I did.
But you don't do that.
If I want to have
Hmm?
2025. I'm like, what? I need a new me.
Mm.
I'm on my glow up trip and I'm trying to be a different person.
You might do all that, but you ain't gonna talk crazy and all that kind of shit. Anyways, what was I about to tell you? LeBron James. Well, you know
Wait a
what?
minute. Are
Before
we
I
done
say,
with me?
so the nigger she sachets her fat ass out her room in front of that man naked while her boyfriend is at work or wherever. He might be somewhere with his girlfriend. Who knows, right? And
Why did you say that?
say what? I mean, they all
Cheating
cheating on each other, man. It's a cheating culture, man. They all cheating on each other. Lisa,
culture. Are you part?
say what?
Are you part of that?
No, I'm just telling you what I see. You know, shit, these motherfuckers do anything. Hey, let me ask you this. So, do you know, what do you, we talked about LeBron James. Well, you said his foot was hurting. I'm saying he
Well,
quit.
that's what I read. I mean, don't you have injuries sometimes? People
Yeah.
hurt after stuff, and
so,
so it said
so you don't think he
it's.
quit? Hmm.
I read more than. What did you say?
You don't think he quit?
No, I don't think he quit. I don't
Mm.
think he'd say his foot was injured if he was gonna quit.
Mm.
He would just quit. Why would you think he quit?
Because of all the
There was
people
nothing.
shouting him down, talking about how he is a pedophile.
Okay, I mean, I don't think they would have come out if he was going to quit. I think it would probably have been handled a little bit differently versus saying that he had a foot injury, because he's not going to quit over. They're not. He's not gonna. They're not gonna put out there like, oh, LeBron had to leave basketball because he had a foot. I think that if he steps down, they probably come up with something a little bit better than that.
Something better than that. All right. Hey,
He talked about. Hasn't he talked about retiring before?
I don't know, but I think he wanted to play a full season with his son, but his son wasn't good enough.
Well, because you did tell me he's not playing. He's like in some. I don't remember what you called it. Some other
like a G League or something. Some G League shit they call it. Yeah.
Called it something else. I don't remember what you said. Allegory. No, I don't remember what you said. You say so much stuff.
Support league.
You said support league. Maybe that's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So that could be a reason he could. He could. I mean, he wouldn't say that, but he could just come out and say, you know what? I've been thinking about. I've tossed around the idea of retiring, and now I finally decided to make a decision to. I want to spend more time with my family, and I don't know, explore other ventures or something like that.
Lisa, you remember the first time we had throw a nigga out? They're fat.
We
did
not.
Or you don't. They're fat. They're fat. You remember they're fat?
I don't. That's not a term that I use. So who are you referring? Give me a little bit more detail.
The gay boy.
Yes.
Because
you actually did it while I was at church. I was on my way from home from church, called you to see what you were up to, and that's what I found out you were doing.
Did you ever know that blacks live the way they live before you met me?
Well, I'm not gonna group all black people the same. Now, did I know that some people live the way you encounter? People encounter? No. I
You never knew. You never knew, huh?
Some people
you
live a
thought
certain
this
way.
shit was the Cosby Show, did you?
I think everyone lived like the Cosbys. I didn't live like the Cosbys, but a lot of people don't live the way that you're describing. So I'm not going to group all black people that way.
Yeah, but do you remember that time you came over here to the grocery store in the hood? And what did you think about that parking lot compared to the parking lot in the grocery store in your hood?
There was a lot of There's a lot of trash in the parking lot, so I was a little turned off by it. I mean, it was odd to see because I wasn't used to seeing so much trash in the parking lot. It was like debris
of the grocery store.
Like it had been like a windy day and there was just debris everywhere.
And you're not accustomed to seeing that in your neighborhood.
No. I mean, why would I want to go to a grocery store that has debris all in the parking lot?
I know exactly what you mean. Man, I wish you were watching the stream. I would love to see your opinion to this. Let me put it up, and for the people that are watching on the stream, they want to see this. I'm gonna put it up on the stream, but I would love to get your opinion of this and just see what you think about this. Let me see if I can put it up on the screen. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna put it up on the screen, and he's probably a Democrat, so there you go. This is a Democrat here. What do you think about that? Did you see that?
No, I didn't hear it. I just heard like it was almost sounded like somebody was walking. I didn't hear anyone talking.
If you can see on the stream, there's a basketball player with is that like a jog bra? Is that what he has on, a jog bra? He has like a jog. I mean, he almost looks like an androgynous woman.
A jog bra.
Mm-hmm. He almost looks like an androgynous woman.
I've never heard of jog bra, so I'm not going to say it's not. It could be.
Like a bra that women jog in.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's what it is. I probably call it like a workout bra, but jog.
Yeah, workout bra. Yeah, he got like a workout bra. Fair enough.
Yeah, that is odd. So maybe is he gay? I don't know who that is.
No, he's a basketball player getting ready to play basketball, and he's he took off his shirt and he got a jog bra up underneath.
Basketball players can be gay, right? Like that's not.
Yeah, they can be gay. Yeah, they can be gay.
Yeah, how did you even come across this? You just find just such random stuff.
These basketball players and a lot of these athletes and stuff like that, they're just becoming so androgynous now, or like.
So I
say what?
That I would say. So I would be turned off by that if I saw a guy. You asked me what would I think?
Mm-hmm. If you saw,
I would think, yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would think either he's gay or because I can't think of any other reason why he'd have that on because he doesn't need something to support his breast, right?
No, yeah, he doesn't have any breasts.
And he doesn't even need to cover up his breasts. He's a man. So why have anything?
Mm-hmm. I want to read this article to you, and I know it's gonna strike pull at your heartstrings here. Let me see if I can find it. And I know it's gonna pull at your heartstrings. Give me 1 second. But while I'm asking you that, are you familiar with the whole Remy Ma situation? Someone said sports bra. Are you familiar with the Remy Ma situation?
Sports bra. Yeah, that's sports bra. That's what I said, workout bra.
Are you familiar with
I just saw I had something that she accused, I don't know if it's now her ex-husband or but she accused him of cheating.
Yeah.
I think that's all I know. I don't.
She shot a man. She shot a man.
Okay, maybe he deserved it. I don't know what
She went to
happened.
prison for that shit. She deserved
Oh,
it.
yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
I wish you could. I
Um,
wish you could see the stream. This is what the fat woman left in the tub at Upsole today. I wish you could watch the stream. Can you go look at the
I
stream?
can,
Can you see the
I
stream?
can't, I don't want to see what was left in the, but
You,
no, I don't want to see what's
you know
left in the
what? Yeah,
tub. Like
I wish you could
I
see it. I wish you could see it.
pictures of hair that, uh,
I wish you
I
could
have
see
to,
it. Say
I,
what?
I don't tell you this, but I always delete those out of my messages. Gross. Like I don't want to see that.
What do you think that is right there? What do you think that is right there? Huh.
I don't even know if I want to look.
Have you been like what has most surprised you about seeing how black people live? What has most surprised you honestly?
Can I answer one question first? You asked me what I think that is.
Yeah, wait.
What is that's hair.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you know,
it is hair. You know what she told me? She said the tub stopped up, and so she said she willing to snake it, right? But I wasn't gonna let her do that, and
mhm.
so I went ahead and did my.
So
Say what?
you need something to catch because it looks like what you have is that drain. It's just like the one that just comes up. You don't have anything that catches hair.
Yeah, it's a drain right there. There's little small holes in here. Let me see if I can
Oh,
zoom.
that is. Oh,
Yeah, let me see if I can zoom in. You can see there little small holes right here. You see there little small holes. You see it?
okay.
But they use their feet and they stuff the hair down in the holes. You know, I don't know if you knew that. You know, you seen some of the dreadlocks and shit I pull out of the drain.
Okay, then I don't think about that. It's disgusting. But why do you said you think they're using their feet?
Yeah, the stuff the dreadlocks down the drain. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they can't get it, like they're not gonna bend over and pick it up, right? So they just use their
Else, it's
feet,
starting to make
their hoof to smush it.
out there. Would you stop? Um, I mean, they should clean out the drain. That doesn't make sense.
That's
Like when I watch,
it's very nasty,
I
right?
clean.
That's very nasty.
Even if you don't wash your hair, just washing, hair comes off your body and stuff.
uh,
You should take a tissue and clean it out.
but you see how these people leave their rooms, over the years now. You see how they leave their rooms,
Yeah, I have. So you asked me
right?
what surprises me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What
Uh,
surprised you? Yeah.
hmm.
Mm.
I don't know that there's, in terms of how people live, I don't think there's anything. I probably can't think of anything that has surprised me because it doesn't surprise me that someone will keep their room a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly if are they're living in a room. So, sometimes they may have a lot of stuff in their room. Oh, I know what surprises me.
Mm.
When someone has a lot of food boxes, like takeout
Mm-hmm.
food,
Mm-hmm.
you mentioned, and I think this is like long-term people that you've had,
Mm.
of like a lot of food. You've had some people that have, when you go and clean out the room, there's a whole bunch of like takeout containers
Right.
in the room.
Yeah, they don't take the trash.
Like,
They just live around
yeah, but to me, that's disgusting to have that, just because you know how I am about bugs. And so I just think about that attracting bugs. And there's no way. I mean, you can already get bugs in your room, especially when you're living with a bunch of other people. But then to have something that's actually going to be a magnet for the bugs, that's what, and I don't like clutter. So it's one thing if you have a bunch of your stuff in your room because you have nowhere else to put it, but trash, you can take out to the trash can. Like that's what you should do.
I know you're.
Versus
I know you're a big believer in education. What did you think when you heard that Georgetown graduate and his, inability to read and write, and he
what
beat that
his
woman up?
inability.
Well, he
I
can't read
didn't.
and write very well. Look, I got his resume up on the screen if you're watching. But what did you
I
think
don't know
about
why.
him?
Um, Well, I had no thoughts about him not being able to read and write because I wasn't aware that that was an issue.
But did that
I
surprise
didn't
you
see.
how violent he was, considering he was a Georgetown grad?
No, I
Really?
mean, people are violent from various schools. So no, I don't think that just
Yeah.
because you're from a certain went to a certain school
Yeah.
that you may not be a nuts. And he beat up his girlfriend. And we know that domestic violence is an issue across education, across culture, across religion. I mean, across everything. So no, that didn't.
Do you still believe in diversity?
Yes, and I still believe in education. That's going to be the next thing you're going to ask, because you like to bring that as well. You were educated. You went to school. I went to.
Anyway,
You went to college, grad school. I went to college. I went to grad school. So
is that
I
right?
don't. I'm not going to encourage someone else to do that if that's what they want to do.
Too many overeducated people out here. You don't think so? Don't you think it's too many
I think there
overeducated people out here?
are some people who did not make good choices when they went to school.
Uh,
Maybe they might have just gone because they wanted to. But I think there are people who it worked out great. And because there's also people who went to school and maybe they weren't the best student in high school, but something clicked in college and it just turned around and they turned their life around.
do you
So I
remember?
would never.
Go ahead.
I would just never. I wouldn't discourage. I'm going.
Do you remember when we went down to George Black Lives Matter Plaza and they had all those dead black men on the wall right before Biden was elected? Do you remember that?
I remember how amused you were by it. Yes.
No, remember we went up to the wall and they had all those dead
Yeah.
black, right? And remember how I come
Yeah.
in? I
You were.
like, say what?
You were amused by it.
But you remember how,
Very.
like, remember I kept saying, like, most of you men were guilty. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. And then, immediately after Biden got elected, they took all of it down. You remember that? I don't know. I just found it to be fascinating.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. So I'm not, when I say, I do remember you saying they're guilty, I'm not agreeing that they're all guilty because I don't know. Because there was a lot of people on those walls. I'm not sure. I believe, my guess is not all of them
Not all
were
of them.
guilty.
But some of them were. You agree. Some of them were guilty.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably some of them were but you like to say all of them were guilty.
So you ain't
I
gonna
have a
tell me,
problem with
did
that.
you vote for Joe Biden? This is my first time asking you, isn't it?
It is your first, well, yeah, on the show, but yeah, you haven't asked me before.
I gotta
assuming-
ask you because you're on the show. Yeah, I gotta ask you because I already figured you did, but I never asked you. But now since you're on the show, I might as well ask you. Did you vote for Joe Biden?
I did.
You vote for Sleepy. Wait a minute. So you voted for him in the primary?
For his
You voted for him in the primary?
for the first term?
Yeah. No, I'm talking about wait a minute. You voted for Did you vote for Kamala too?
I did vote for Kamala.
I know you voted because she's a sister, right? She divine nine.
That's not why I voted for.
Do you really believe Kamala is black?
I believe that she number one, I really don't care. So I didn't vote for her because I think she's a black woman. I don't really care. It was more so I just wasn't interested in Trump being in office.
Now what don't you?
So what? And I don't want to have this political debate with you because we've had political debates.
Well,
I think we both.
It ain't for me. It's for the people that won't listening to you.
I don't. That's I'm not. Yeah.
I don't vote, so I can't really say too much, right?
Right. Probably, yeah. What was I gonna say?
Did you believe in Juicy Smollett? Go ahead. No, what you about to say?
What? Oh my gosh, you jumped from
I
thing
know, I
from
do, I
topic to
do.
topic.
I know. Go ahead. What you about
Did
to say?
you
Did you believe in
what?
Juicy Smollett?
I did believe him. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I had no reason not to believe him.
You ain't no reason not to believe in Juicy Smollett.
No, I mean he said he was attacked. I can't remember all the details at this point. What he was out walking and someone attacked him. They had MAGA hats on. Put in well, I guess they didn't attack him. They put the rope around his neck.
A clothes hanger, wasn't it? Clothes hanger.
A clothes hanger. It wasn't a rope. It wasn't a noose.
I don't think it was a noose. I think it was a clothes hanger. Mm-hmm. Because he kept the clothes hanger on his neck till the police came. Let me look that up. Juicy Smollett clothes hanger. Juicy
Okay.
Smollett clothes hanger. Was
That's
it?
interesting. They got a. Am I?
Anybody in
Unless
the
I'm thinking
chat
about.
know was it a clothes hanger? Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't even know how I can get a clothes hanger. I can't even. I'm looking at my clothes hangers. Granted, I haven't seen all clothes hangers, but I couldn't get my clothes hanger on my head.
I
Even
think
those wire ones
you can
you get from
unwrap
the
them.
cleaner.
Let's see hanger. Let's see hanger.
You can stretch it out just and stick it over your head.
Damn, I know he had a clothes hanger on his head.
I thought I had one of those ones, the ones that you get from the
Yeah, he
cleaners.
probably could put his head in a he probably put his head in a plastic one. Let's see,
Those
hanger.
plastic ones.
He probably small head. Let's see, Jimmy Juicy Smollett. Uh,
I got rid of all those fingers.
damn, did he put a damn? I know he put a hanger around his head. I know he
I
did that.
thought it was the news because I thought you had even
Ain't
said
nobody
why would he,
got that. Huh?
why would he have kept it around his
I think it was.
around his.
I can't figure it out. I swear it was a hanger on his head. Let me
But
see.
either way, did I believe him? Yes. Oh, you didn't believe him.
I can't believe you believe Juicy Smollett. Did you? You believe in Black
Why,
Lives Matter? Did
why
you
would,
believe in Black Lives
why
Matter?
would I think? Why would wait? First of all, why would I think that he would lie?
uh,
Like I had no reason to think he would lie.
do you think that the blacks create fake hoaxes and stuff like
Um, Up until that point, no, I didn't think. I just figured, well, why would someone lie about that? I'm not saying that people don't lie. I'm just saying I just didn't think someone would lie about that. Like, what are you gaining from that?
You just heard about
Like,
Crystal Magnum, right?
oh, the girl who she accused the students, some students of raping her, and I don't really know that much about the case.
You were living here in D.C. when that happened, I think.
I might have been. I probably heard it, but just didn't. Wasn't something that I really was following. You know, they mentioned on the news. I heard it. I wasn't doing a deep dive into the details of the case like you do, going to the courthouse. File stuff. I don't do that.
But anyway, I was gonna read you this. Man, I really want to show this with you. I think I have to show it with you. Probably. Did you get a chance to see the video of Kimmy Cakes chasing those black kids up out of the ATM vegetables, smoking weed on camera?
I saw some of it. I didn't watch all of it.
What did you think about that?
Number one, I thought that's a good teacher because I wouldn't do it.
What do you think
Not
should
because
be?
I don't care,
Mm-hmm.
but just because not because I don't care, but just because me, I'd be like, these kids might attack me. I go trying to get them out of the Bank of America, a
You
group
just
of kids. Like I
you
know what they might do to me.
you just let them smoke weed.
Yeah, just let them smoke weed. um, I mean, my first thought was I was surprised that Bank of America. This is something that they're regularly doing. That Bank of America isn't doing something to try to prevent that
Mm.
because that they wouldn't want to scare their customers off.
Mm. Well, I guess these are just
I
ATM customers.
And you know what it made me think about? Not that it's really related, but just because it's Bank of America, it reminded me this one time I went to the ATM. It was a drive-through ATM. I was going there, went to go get some money, and well, clearly it was an ATM, but there was a guy hanging out there, tall, like big, kind of big guy, and he was hanging out right at the drive-through of the ATM. And so there was a car in front of me, and I guess he was trying to get money from the guy or whoever was in the car, and the person, just drove off. And of course, the next it's my turn, and I left. I was like, I'm not gonna pull up to this ATM. This man standing out here, he's gonna harass me. And so I thought about calling the cops because he shouldn't have been out there. But then at the same time, I was like, I don't want to call the cops, and then like something happens to the guy, then I would feel bad. So I was just like, I'll just come back another day.
What do you think about trans bathrooms?
My gosh, we're jumping from topic to topic.
I know.
A separate bathroom for a transgender person to use. I mean, if that's what they want to do, I'd rather that than a man claiming to be a woman coming into my bathroom.
So you don't want the transgender men coming into women's bathrooms?
Well, my issue is that people will take advantage. So any man can just go ahead and claim to be a transgender, just so he can get access to a woman's bathroom. That's my concern. So if a man truly believed he was a woman and he wanted to use the bathroom, like that's maybe I'm not that concerned about that. I don't know. It would be a little weird, but probably, but I guess if he's truly a transgender woman, I wouldn't be able to tell that he's still a man. I don't know, but
you don't think you'd be able to tell?
I'm probably not gonna pay that much attention. I'm assuming he at the minute gonna dress like a woman and have a wig on or grow his hair out. So I probably wouldn't pay that much attention and just be okay with it. Versus if he came in clearly looking like a man. But my
couldn't
concern,
couldn't the man come in dressed like a woman and then attack you, and you'd have your guard down?
Right. The point I was just trying to make, and I probably wasn't making it very clear, is that I don't really have an issue if someone is truly a transgender using my bathroom. And what I was just saying is that more than likely this person would present themselves looking like a woman. So I probably wouldn't even notice, because you asked me wouldn't I be able to tell. And I'm like, I probably wouldn't even notice. I'm not going to look that closely at the person because I usually just, but we know that just the reality of things that people will take advantage. And so if I say, yeah, transgender men can use my bathroom, can use the same bathroom as me, I know that there's going to be straight men who are going to try to pose, claim to be transgender just so they can get access to the women's bathroom.
Right.
And that's what
Do you think straight women would try to get access to the men's bathroom?
Maybe. That's not really a concern of mine. I'm more concerned about my bathroom. But maybe.
I heard that Dwayne Wade's daughter had transitioned. Have you heard this?
But I guess the other, go back to your point, do men care if a straight woman wanted to use their bathroom? They might like it, right?
They might like it. I like it. Hey.
Yeah, you like that.
Did you hear that what's that boy, Dwayne Wade's daughter had transitioned? Is that true? I'm looking for
I didn't hear that.
Some black blogs. Someone mentioned it. I think Portia mentioned it.
Isn't she kind of or whatever is kind of young to transition?
We got anybody in the chat that know if that girl transitioned? That would be interesting. Did she really transition? She's been honored as a groundbreaker at Out 100. Let me see if she trained. Damn, I wish you could see a picture. Ooh, that girl, boy. Woo, boy. Do you think Gabrielle Union would let this happen to her own daughter? This girl looks
Probably
rough,
so.
right? This girl looks rough right here. My goodness gracious. Look at the look on her face. Woof. Boy, she looks just like her daddy. Let's see, 17-year-old. What else? Lord, how much? Let me know if you can hear this. It's not much. It's just a bunch of cameras clicking. But I can't believe they're
That's
going
about.
out with her like this.
What are you?
This is Dwayne Wade with his daughter at an out event, out 100 event. Do you think they're going too far with it in support of this girl doing this? Boy, whatever the
Mm,
hell it is.
it's not something I would do.
Uh,
And I don't think children should be able to make. I mean, you mentioned fully transitioning. I don't think children should make that. I don't think children. I don't think that. I don't think children should be allowed to do that. Like, I think there should be. You can't do it until you're 18, something like that. Like, I don't think you should be able to do that as a child.
You know, we watched that Jamie Foxx special together. What did you
Hmm.
think about him doing this skit where he says, "I'm cured, black women, I'm cured," and then
I,
what do you think about that?
I
You a
thought it.
sister? You a sister?
I thought it was. I mean, I thought it was funny. Jamie Foxx is a comedian, so he's making a joke, right?
Uh-huh.
We all know that Fox dates a white woman,
Uh-huh.
and so he's kind of caught like acknowledged that he does, and yeah, he made a joke about being cured. Now, is he really, was he really serious about giving up on white women? I mean, I know he made the joke that he was only gonna like he was still gonna date him in private or whatever, right? But I don't have a problem with him. I've never been that person who's like, I have an issue with people dating outside of their race or being mad that black men are dating white women. That's
Uh-huh.
never been something that I've really cared about.
But didn't he kind
Um,
of build the women up only to let them down by they were built up. They thought they really had found a convert over to black women. Didn't you think that was it was almost kind of
no, I
cruel?
didn't.
You didn't think it was kind of cruel the way he did that?
No, I thought he's a comedian. He's making a joke. I thought it was funny.
You thought it was you see the way all those black women were
I,
jumping up and down like, yes,
I mean, of
yes,
course,
yes.
we're jumping up and down, but I don't think. I mean, I think they were caught up in the moment because they were at his show. It was funny him saying it that he was, he had been converted or came back to black women, whatever he said,
Did you think
cured
he
as
was
he said.
serious when he was saying that? Did you think he was serious?
I wasn't sure. Uh, yeah, I wasn't sure. I got to be honest. I wasn't sure because I said because he's had this, he was sick. I said, but it just seemed kind of odd to make that statement.
So you thought it was part of the
So
skit.
But yeah, I didn't have to process what he was saying,
Uh-huh.
as well or not. And the women jumping up and down, I'm assuming they just kind of got caught in the moment. I
What
don't think
moment did they
anyone
get caught up in?
taking that joke and, just cheering him on because the reality is whether he dates black women or white women, he probably wasn't dating anyone in that audience, right? There's
Uh-huh.
a strong possibility, the likelihood of him dating anyone. So I don't think anyone's excited. Like, yeah, now I have a chance with Jamie Foxx. Or like now my sister can date Jamie Foxx. I don't think anyone's thinking like, oh, we can really have him back as our own and have access to him. Like that's probably not. It's not going to happen.
We're gonna have to come up with a
So
new crown act for all this weave that's clogging up our drains, don't you think so? These black women with
I,
weaves, huh? What is it up with y'all sister and these weave? What's up with the sisters in the weave?
I don't know. I mean, I have worn um I've worn a weave once, but I definitely I've worn and I have worn my favorite was wearing clip-ons, like clipping
Like a
hair.
clip-on tat.
You can look at it like that. That
Men
was the
used to wear
best. I
clip-on
love
tats.
making clip-ins for my hair. So that I guess that was my version of a weave. And so you said, "What's up with that?"
Yeah, like I mean, just think about how many stopped up tubs we've had
Well, I didn't
because of
stop
the
looking.
weave. Uh,
Yeah, no, I get that. You shouldn't do that. I mean, that's just, I mean, etiquette. You should clean out the hair in the tub, especially when you're in a shared bathroom.
but don't you
You
think
gotta
like
do a.
that weave is like doesn't it just look ridiculous on these women?
Some of it does, yes. I do. I will agree that I've seen that there are a lot of bad weaves, wigs, whatever.
Yeah.
Which surprises me
What do
because
you
at
mean?
this point,
What do you mean? Does it surprise you? Why does it surprise you?
because I don't think it's that hard to get one that's decent, and I've seen some that are so bad
Mm-hmm.
that it surprises. Like maybe you might need time, or they make no attempt to try to like blend in a little bit of their hair with it to make it look a little bit better. Um, yeah, some of them are just so bad and just obviously fake, and sometimes it's like the color is weird, where it's like you wouldn't even dye your own hair that color.
uh,
Like it's just natural. So that surprises me, like the amount of bad ones that I see.
yeah,
But
but why?
at the same
Why?
time,
Let me ask you this: why do you think the black women wear their hair that weaves so long down their back? Why do the black women do that?
it's the style. That's
But
all. Because not all black women,
what style
all
is
black
that?
women,
But I mean, you see so many.
long hair
I can show you something, right? Like it's so mmany. Like it just looks
is long.
weird. Hmm?
I've seen long weaves, long braids. It's just the style. I mean, they want it long. I
It,
personally, when I wore wigs or had my clip-ins, I try not to, for the most part. I didn't really wear it much longer than my own hair, so maybe like an inch or two longer than my own hair.
doesn't it look weird though? Like when you have such long weave and it is all colorful and shit. Like you know, like why do explain to me or the audience why do black women do that?
I have no idea why they do that. No one I know does that.
But what? But so
So
many black women do it. Like you don't have any insight to give to the audience.
no,
None.
no one I know does. No,
But you've seen many black women do it, correct?
I do it. Yes, but again, no one I know does that. So I can't. I have no idea
But
because
yeah,
not every clearly not black woman does it. I don't do it. You haven't seen any of my friends that you met. They don't do it.
so so you just had no idea
I
why
have no idea. It's just like
uh,
I'm guessing. My guess is just that it's a style, right?
is
Just like anything else,
you think that's what it is?
fashion.
Okay. Fashion,
Because
huh?
what else? What else could it be? You're wearing the long hair. You're wearing, you got it. It's red, um, or and I mean red, like red, like not a hair, not like the color you would see someone's natural hair, but just like a weird kind of red. Like I mean, I've seen all kinds of colors, and I think it's just style. That's all.
You don't think they're trying to mimic white women by wearing their hair like looking like that?
I mean, when you throw in all the different colors, no, because white women's hair isn't those colors. But in terms of the long hair,
Yeah, yeah, the
um,
long hair.
the length, I don't know. That's not my thought. I mean, it could be. I think it's just my guess is it just became more of a stop. Maybe initially it was, and then now it's just like a trendy thing to do.
That's what you think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just guessing. I have no idea why. But in general, I mean, we have to admit, just in general, if you're wearing like I mean, if you have a straight weave, you're not mimicking, and your hair isn't naturally straight, you're not mimicking your own hair, right? So I've had weaves. I mean, I've worn my hair straight. I mean, I've straightened my own hair. I've had relaxers. I've worn wigs that were straight, and that's not my hair. You've seen my hair. It's far from that. So I definitely wasn't mimicking my hair. I was mimicking, a white. I'm gonna say a white person. I mean, there are black people who are born with straight hair, but my first encounter with people with straight hair was white people, just growing up
Yeah, fair enough.
on white people. So that was what I was. That's what I, you know, was striving for. As a child, that's what I wanted: straight hair.
You with straight hair.
When I got my first relaxer. I
Uh-huh.
can't remember what group. I think I was in. Um,
What was it like to get your
Actually, I
hair
got a Jerry
straightened for
curl
the first
first.
time? Oh, you got
So I got a Jerry curl. So
uh-huh.
my mom get a Jerry curl or a pet, and
So you
I
picked the
went with a
Jerry.
Jerry curl.
You've been trying to get that hair straightened out for a long time.
But 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 I so I picked the Jerry curl, but then I think I don't even remember what the plan was because I think what you had to do is you had to put either way. My mom put in my hair. I don't think she was gonna. I think she was. I think there was a way that you can use it where it would just make your hair straight, or maybe she was gonna blow it out. I can't remember because I don't know that I was gonna have all that like activator and stuff in my hair. But I do remember I was screaming my head off, and so the whole process didn't even work out because my mom had to wash it off because I was like, as soon as she put it on, I started screaming that it was burning.
It's
And
burning.
I'm not even sure if it was burning or if my mom had told me in advance, like it might burn. And so it was already in my head that it was burning. So as soon as she put it on, I just started screaming. So um, she had to rinse it out. And I can't remember when she tried again.
Do you remember when we went to Ebony's house and all those women, all those black women said that they were willing to have an abortion up to like 9 months? Do you remember that?
I don't remember all those women saying it.
But
Maybe one person said it,
yeah,
but it wasn't
but
like
very
the whole room of
but did it
saying
surprise
this.
you how many months they were willing to go into having a late term abortion? Did it
And
surprise you at all?
I think if I remember correctly, I don't know if anyone actually say 9 months or they weren't sure or they were like undecided. You kept pressing them, trying to say
But
9 months, 9 months.
name a month. Why are they so scared to
Yeah,
name a month?
kept pressing the idea.
What
Yeah, because also I think was the discussion more about
when is it
was
too
it
late
about
to
them?
having an abortion?
Yeah, when it was too late.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of them they weren't sure about that. Um, so I was surprised. I wasn't surprised. I guess I was surprised that people seemed a little undecided
Mm-hmm.
about where they stood with
And most of those people had children, right? At least half of
probably so. I think so. Yeah.
them. That surprised you, right? That surprised you,
Yeah, because
right?
I think so. Well, and I think just as a lot of times women we do think about if you are sexually active, you probably are going to think about like if something happened, if I got pregnant and I don't want to keep the child. I mean, I'm not for abortion, but I think a lot of women probably do think about it. Like, what would I do? Like, at what point would I be okay with having an abortion? If they're for it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I get it. I totally get it. Anyway, this was fun.
I don't
Go ahead. What you about to say?
remember if you even said, did you? Because I'm trying to think back. I know you kept pressing the topic and trying to get answers out of people, but did you actually give your stance on when it's too late to have an abortion?
I don't know if I did or not. That's a good question. I think uh, if you're gonna allow it to happen, it has to be the latest. It should be probably is the first trimester. That's my thought. Um, but
Okay.
yeah, that's my thought on it. Yeah, I could go deeper, and if you ask me to expound, well, how late in the first trimester and all of that. If they're big and showing, I guess it'd be different. But hey, no later in the first trimester, which is basically, too damn early for almost everyone that was there. Did you ever see some of the streams that we did, live streams in Brooklyn,
Mm-mm.
where we interviewed a black girl? And it's crazy, she was Muslim and she was like, 9 months, fuck it, right? Why not? Right? 9 months.
That
What's,
she
hmm?
would be having an abortion in
Yeah,
months.
yeah, yeah. 9 months, young lady too. She was like 9 months is cool with me. I was like, damn,
Okay.
that's amazing. That's
Hmm.
amazing. Yeah, truly amazing. Anyway, what else you want to talk
Yeah.
about, huh? Are you like? Oh, what? You know what I was going to ask you? With people in the audience, because I say, you and I, we see the world kind of very differently in many ways. And when you agree,
Yeah, I was even going to say, let's talk about going to bed, but go
yeah,
ahead.
I'm with that. Let's talk about going to bed. We talk about how we see the world differently, but yet we get along so very well. When you say so,
Here we do. I don't know why. I don't know why at all. I have no idea why.
because I am
But
John
we
God, I make it
um, I'm
happen.
like, Lord, this is not the man I prayed for. The man I prayed for would go to Al Sharpton marches with me and the NAACP fundraisers, and we'd volunteer together at the soup kitchen, we go to church together. This is not the man I prayed for,
I go
Lord.
to El Sharpton rally with you.
It's not.
I will go to El Sharpton rally with you. That is for sure. That is for sure. But I guess
Not too.
I probably need to get out of here. It's been fun. This has been different. It's been fun at the same time. Let me put my theme song in. How many? We have 10 people in the audience right here. It's been fun. Mavic G. Who else is here? Badass thing. Badass thing. I need to ask you about my car, man. So I need to get this thing running here. But anyway, again, this has been very fun. So let me play the theme song, get us out of here, and I'll let you go to bed. How about that?
Yeah, because it's 11:32. It's past my bedtime.
It's much past your bedtime. All right.
Feel like that shit, feel like that shit, feel like that shit, feel like that shit. Go, go. Feel like that shit. Go. Feel like that shit, feel like that shit, feel like that shit, feel like that shit. Go. Feel like that shit. Go. Like that shit, feel like shit, feel like shit, feel like that shit.